All right, we're on air.
Welcome, everyone.
Yeah. So we got Kev in the building. So, anyways, we were talking about NFL free agency. Who do you think? What team do you think has done improved a lot in free agency? What team do you think's done pretty much a good job so far?
As much as I hate to admit it, the Cleveland Browns.
So you think the Browns? And didn't they sign somebody else today? They CJ something Baines or something.
I think so, yeah. But they ended up getting Carlos Hyde. They ended up getting, when you get Landry and
Yeah,
you get Landry, that's a pretty good
I
bet
thought
there.
I thought they traded for Landry though. They
They
didn't. They
did. They did.
I mean, I guess if you want to consider that for their off-season priorities, and then they also traded for EJ Manuel, and then I guess, and then apparently they traded Kaiser to us for Demarius Randall.
I think you guys automatically get better because I think Kaiser's a better backup than Hondi was, whatever the hell his name was.
I think the thing is though, and Rogers is not going. Huntley's, I mean, Kaiser is not going to start ASAP. It's going to take him. He's going to have to wait as long as Rogers did probably, or maybe even longer, because Rogers isn't retiring anytime soon.
Yeah, Alan Hearns, Cowboys for life, fan for life is right. Alan Hearns is a good pickup. I think Terrence Williams was a is a I think he's a better pickup for you guys than Terrence Williams was. Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. But so what do you think? What do you think about your two signings, Malcolm Butler and Deion
Dion
Lewis?
Lewis.
Oh,
Uh I'm actually not surprised about us going after Malcolm Butler. It kind of looks like we're becoming the New England Patriots of the South now. It looks like. Um, because I mean, like the way our GM is, J Rob, John Robertson to some people, but we call him J Rob here.
yeah,
The one thing about him, man, he's done really great with the draft the last 2 years. Free agency last year, we kind of sat there a little bit. We didn't really spend the money, and this year they actually spent the money. And Malcolm Butler, I mean, he's not the most elite corner in the league, but he's a good number one for us because now he could play with Adoree Jackson and Logan Ryan. And we got three good corners there. So now our secondary is not going to be like a laughing stock that it was.
wait,
And
wait a second, Kev. I accidentally said EJ Manuel earlier. I meant Tyrod Taylor. I mixed them two up because EJ Manuel also played for the Bills. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, you did trade for Tyrod Taylor. So yeah, Tyrod Taylor. I don't know. I think he's going to do good with you guys, but I don't think he's going to be the long term future for you guys. You guys do need to draft a quarterback. But yeah, the Browns should be a lot more improved this year. But I think Hugh Jackson's got to go, regardless what the record is this
oh,
year.
absolutely. Yeah, yeah, absolutely with that. And what we were talking about with the Titans, I kind of knew that DeMarco Murray was going to be cut. I kind of had that feeling after what we saw Derrick Henry do in the playoffs. But Deion Lewis is he's a good, now we don't have those two power backs. Now we have a speed back, and Deion Lewis is a very good receiving
Yeah,
running back. And now with us having Matt Forte as our not Matt Forte, but Matt, the guy, the offensive coordinator from the Rams, who's now our offensive coordinator. Um, Now they're gonna basically go back to a spread offense. And if some of y'all don't know the spread offense, Mariota ran that when he was in Oregon. So,
exactly.
and what else is cool is that Mariota has took the entire receiving team to California with him, and they've been training there. So he's getting used to getting his timing back, which is a good thing to do.
Yeah, I agree. And I do think, yeah, Ferris, I do think the Browns will draft Arnold. I think they'd be crazy to pass on him. I mean, Saquon Barkley's a good running back and all, but you got the Jets who traded up, who are definitely going to get a quarterback, and then you got the Giants. You never know what they're going to do with their pick. You just can't risk it. The Browns cannot miss on this quarterback. And if they do, it's just going to be another situation where they passed on Carson Wentz and Deshaun Watson. So I think the Browns definitely need to draft. And who knows? Maybe Barkley will be there at 4. But at the same time, though, you do need your franchise. You need your future quarterback. So
Yeah. So let me ask you, with the Green Bay Packers, what do you think about Jimmy Graham
I do.
coming?
I mean, he had that one bad season last year with the Seahawks, but I think he's going to be more improved with the Packers. Then again, the Seahawks' offensive line was atrocious, so I think he's going to be even better. I think he'll be good. I think he's going to find his groove with the Packers. And
But
then we
what?
also that Muhammad Wilkerson, so
Yeah.
I think he'll be good on the defensive line.
So the cool thing is that you guys also lost Jordy Nelson.
Yeah,
Um,
he had to cut him for salary cap issues, salary cap basically.
Now let me ask you, if you were the GM, Matt, would you get rid of him or Randall Cobb?
Honestly, I would have got rid of Randall Cobb, but that's my opinion. But I guess the GM feels like Randall Cobb is the better fit. I mean, I don't know why, because I'd rather stick with Jordy, but I guess that's probably because of that big payroll we gave to Randall Cobb, and we didn't want to cut him because we still would have to owe him that much money.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. But
So,
here's the thing about that. I know that Aaron Rodgers is very close to Jordy Nelson, so I don't know if that's going to have anything to do with.
I don't think he will. I think Rodgers knows it's all business and it's part of the game.
To be honest with you, I know. Let's talk about let's talk about your division here with the Vikings. I know
Oh boy.
they all got the whole thing with the Kirk Cousins.
Well, in fans' mind, I guess in their eyes, they're already Super Bowl champs. So
oh yeah, they already think they're going to be Super Bowl champs, but they're not going to be. And actually, to be honest with you, I thought if I was Kirk Cousins, I would have went to Denver, and I tell you why. Um, because the AFC is still kind of in for the taking. I mean, if you see New England is starting to dwindle, they're losing pieces.
yeah,
New England's starting to dwindle. Brady's getting up there. Don't know how long Belichick's going to do. You have the Steelers that are still good. And you have the Chiefs, but there's really no top contender in the AFC. So for a guy like Kirk Cousins, he could have fit in perfectly as a quarterback because that was Denver's problem last year.
exactly. I
And
know.
I,
What was it? Denver signed Casey Keenum, and then Sam Bradford went to the Cardinals, and then that Teddy Bridgewater, didn't he go to the Jets or somewhere?
yeah, he went to the Jets.
I'll be honest with you, Casey Keenum's not a bad quarterback. I don't know why the Vikings didn't want to give him. I mean, it would have been a lot cheaper for them to get Keenum back, but they wanted to go with the big. They want to go with the big quarterback and Kirk Cousins, who I feel like is not going to make any difference for them. This guy hasn't won no playoff game for them, and
You,
Casey Keenum won one. So
you
why
know,
not guys won?
I've always thought Casey Keenum was a good quarterback, even when he played for the Texans. And the Texans didn't keep him. And then all of a sudden, when he went to the Vikings, I mean, he did really well last year with, but he did really well with what he did with Minnesota, and I think that's. But honestly, Minnesota fans, I hate to tell you this, but you're not going to beat Green Bay this season.
Yeah,
So
that is probably that is probably true, Paris. But at the same time, though, who's to say that Kirk Cousins may not work out for them? He's going to get
yeah,
this payroll, and
hey, he's better than Asswaller. I mean,
yeah. But watch Casey Keenum end up having a watch Casey Keenum end up turning it around for the Broncos.
I still think that Dallas is going to try to work that trade out for Earl Thomas. from Seattle. I think that's still going to work. I think that's still going to happen because Earl Thomas has let it be known he wants to go with the Cowboys. So we'll see what happens with that too. Oh, by the way, well, we forgot one thing there, Matt. Dominic Sue.
Where did he go to the Jets?
The Jets are in the contending now. It's between the Jets, the Saints, the Rams, and the Titans. And right now, the Titans got the cap space for him, and the Jets got the cap space for him. The Rams, though, picking up the two corners that they did, Peters and Talib,
Yeah.
picking up those two guys, that made the Rams defense even better than what it was last year. So
Didn't they get CM Shields too? Was it
yeah,
CM?
yeah, they got Sam Shields as well. I think that also helps in that front too. And the Eagles made a trade and they got Michael Bennett now.
Yes. And then you also got the so-called big signing when the Seahawks cut Richard Sherman. He ended up going to the 49ers. So.
Here's the thing about representing yourself. I know they said Richard Sherman, they also about how he represented himself. Let's be honest. The only reason why he went to San Francisco, and I don't think it has anything to do with Garoppolo. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't.
Mm.
I think the only reason why he went there because he wants to stick it to Seattle.
He wants to stick it with the Seattle, but at the same time, though, Garoppolo is unproven. Rams gonna win the NFC if they get Sue, in my opinion. Yeah, but like the thing is, though, I think isn't Sue gonna have to take like a pay cut or something?
Yeah.
Because I think the Rams are over the salary cap. So
Yeah.
Ferris Rams will go to the Super Bowl then if they get Sue.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Yeah.
You
Actually,
know what I think might happen?
what's that?
I think honestly, would you be really surprised? I mean, this seems like I know everybody says the NFL is rigged, but wouldn't you think with the 49ers getting Richard Sherman and making all these pieces, wouldn't you be shocked if it ends up being the Patriots and 49ers in the Super Bowl? Have it be like Brady versus Jimmy Garoppolo?
I wouldn't be surprised by that, but I think the 49ers still got a way to go. I mean,
I'm
now,
saying, I'm saying if they would go, though, it would seem rigged, to be honest, because, like, look how fast they got to the Super Bowl that time. If that
yeah,
was the case.
yeah. I mean, I think in some cases the Saints are in good shape. The Rams are in really good shape, and I do agree with Ferris. If Dominic Sue goes to the Rams, if he goes to the Rams, then I think that they have a shot at going to the Super Bowl. But the thing is, I just don't think the Rams are equipped enough to beat someone like Philly or like Green Bay or like a Minnesota, actually. So, I mean, if you saw what happened last year, the Rams couldn't even get out of the first round. Or did they get out of the first
Exactly.
round?
No, they didn't.
Yeah. So there you go. So I mean, now the one thing that's going to hurt Jacksonville is Jacksonville lost both their receivers, and that's going to hurt Jacksonville there. And everybody's like, "Oh, Jacksonville's defense, Jacksonville's defense, Jacksonville's defense," and the fact that they re-signed Blake Bortles that surprised the shit out of me. I am really shocked that they re-signed Blake Bortles because you got somewhat of a gold mine going on in Jacksonville, and yet you want to re-sign Blake Bortles.
The 49ers have a few positions to address, but we should be competitive with the Rams. I agree. I think the Rams and 49ers are definitely going to be the two. I think Seattle and Arizona is falling apart. I mean,
Yeah,
Seattle still got Russell Wilson, but they've been losing pieces.
Seattle, I think, is on that little backside that they've.
They're not going to be on that. They're not like in rebuild mode. They're probably going to be. They'll probably miss the playoffs for one season, but I think they'll get it back together the next season. I just think that with the 49ers and Rams this year, I think it's not enough for Seattle to compete with, unless Seattle finds a way to draft some great players who are really good to be in the pros for this year. Jacksonville has Keenan Cole, but still no guarantee. I think Jacksonville. I wouldn't be shocked if Jacksonville drafts Lamar Jackson at what at their pick with their first pick.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked about that. I mean, honestly, and Andrew, I agree with the 49ers. I still think they got a little bit of holes to fill, but at the same time, though, if Garoppolo plays the way he did those last 5 game stretch that he did or 6 game stretch, the 49ers will definitely be a team to contend with in the NFC West because I don't think Sam Bradford's going to take the Cardinals anywhere.
Exactly.
I really don't.
Who else signed? Didn't Morgan Burnett sign with the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
He signed with the Steelers, and then what else happened? I think that's pretty much as the big signings, I guess.
Well, what's also interesting is that the Raiders, when they signed Jordy Nelson, they cut Michael Crabtree, and
Crabtree, he went to the Ravens, I believe, right?
yeah, and Mike Wallace
He went to the
just went to the Eagles. Yeah, so you know,
49ers overrated. They did great. Yeah, but see, the thing is, Jimmy G, that was his first year.
hold on. Did Ferris just sit there and say that the 49ers won games against bum teams?
Titans, last time I checked, the Titans were in the playoffs.
The Titans were in the playoffs and they actually went in the second round. Where did your Cowboys go to?
Talk about the Bears, Texans, and Clips.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you better know. Why didn't you resign Morgan?
Morgan Burnett. Oh wow, yeah, that's actually a good.
Yeah, I was surprised about that too. I'm questioning. Well, I think it probably has to do with maybe like we're just trying to replace people in the draft. I mean, we did sign Tremont Williams. I think it was a day ago, yesterday, I believe.
I think the thing with
I'm still
actually,
with Joshua Jackson with our pick though, with our 14th pick.
I kind of wish Teddy Bridgewater well in with the Jets. The only reason why I wish him well is because that's a really bad injury he had 2 years ago.
But
And
then the Jets though they traded up for that third pick though. They want to get that quarterback though, so it makes you wonder: is the Jets not all in on Teddy Bridgewater?
yeah, I
Or
mean, honestly, about these NFL, that's one thing about this draft that bothers me is that you're supposed to get guys that fit your system, that fits what you're doing. And a lot of these teams makes trades up for these quarterbacks that are just sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I mean, we
I'll
could
say
say
that the Browns. I know everyone wants them to draft Saquon Barkley at 1, but see if the Browns draft the quarterback, which they will at 1, which will be Sam Darnold, I'm sure. If the Giants don't take Barkley at 2, damn well the Jets aren't going to take him at 3. So then the Browns would definitely he could fall into the Browns' hands. But that something tells me the Giants aren't that stupid to pass on Saquon Barkley.
I actually think that one of the most underrated quarterbacks in the draft right now, for some reason, people don't have Mayfield going very far. And to be honest with you, I think Mayfield's ready for the NFL. And
You think they might draft him at 3, or you think they'll go with Rosen?
I think they'll go with Rogan. But I mean, that's just I think the thing with Mayfield is people are worried that Mayfield's going to turn out to be another Johnny Manziel, and I think that's the
I don't
problem.
think I don't think he's going to be another Johnny Manziel.
I don't think so either, but I think that's what some teams are worrying. I
Yeah,
mean, honestly though, now I do want to say something about Deion Sanders. Now, Deion Sanders was one of my favorite players growing up, but when he basically called that the Rams picked up the safety from the Cardinals. I forgot his name right now at the top of my head, but
mm.
um, he talked about how much of an elite safety he is. I'm sorry, Dion. Did you not forget the fact that Kevin Byard had 11 interceptions last year
Hmm.
and was in the Pro Bowl last year and was first team all defense last year? But yet, he basically dissing I mean, like he dissed guys like Jalen Ramsey and dissed guys like Kevin Byard. That's the one thing about these NFL legends. They don't respect the guys now, and I'm just like, that's to me is a cop out.
Yeah, I think so too. What do you think? Do you think um did the Patriots sign any free agents?
That's a good question. Let me see here.
I thought they didn't they sign no. Oh yeah, by the way, oh yeah, didn't Danny Amendola sign with the Dolphins?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, the Patriots. Didn't the Patriots trade for Danny Shelton or something from the Browns?
Yeah, I think the Patriots are talking about re-signing Bennett, and there's a rumor that Johnny Manziel might go to New England as a backup to
Johnny,
Tom Brady.
Johnny Football and I guess Johnny Football is the Patriots' future quarterback. Then
Possibly.
I wouldn't be surprised. Like everybody, everyone says the Browns when Browns players leave Cleveland, they go somewhere else to end up succeeding. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I doubt it would happen, but I wouldn't be surprised if Johnny Manziel ends up succeeding in New England.
I know Ferris may not like this talk.
Uh,
I know, but there's rumors going around that New England might be interested in the trade for Des Bryant. Now,
I think he would like. I thought Ferris hates Des Bryant because he's always ran on Twitter.
oh, well, okay. I mean, I'm just
He would
saying that
gladly, he would gladly trade fucking Des Bryant to New England. I mean, you know what would be funny though? New England would strike gold then, it seems, because that's how it always happens with New England. They always strike gold with these players.
what I think happens is that these players play so bad, or they are they such assholes on other teams that when they go to New England, Belichick's like, it's our way or the highway. Shut the fuck up and eat a dick. So
You
I
like
think that's kind of the way he runs his team, basically.
he says, Des is washed up. Yeah, but would you be shocked though if he goes to New England and he ends up being a great receiver again?
If anybody could make Des Bryant relevant again, I think Tom Brady could.
Tom Brady's up for the challenge.
There's only two quarterbacks I think that can make him relevant, and that's Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady. Other than that, I really don't see anybody else that can make him
I don't know.
relevant.
It's like the AFC to me, it still looks like I know Patriots lost a few pieces, but it still looks like Patriots are still going to find a way back to the Super Bowl. I mean, for now, but we have to wait and see how it goes.
Well, it also depends too that Gronkowski's talking about retiring. I don't know if that's going to
I'm
happen.
to be honest. What's up, 313 Hitman?
313, what's up, man? Yeah, I mean,
Who's the Lions sign? Did the Lions sign anybody? 313 Hitman, let us know who you guys signed so we could.
yeah.
We've been,
I think they were interested in DeMarco Murray, but I don't know if they picked him up or not.
yeah, I think um
They signed defensive tackle Sylvester Williams, who we got rid of.
yeah.
Uh, I
Not a
think
guarantee. Could be like when Chad Ochocinco went to New England. Yeah, but Chad Ochocinco, he was washed. I mean, he was way washed up though. Des Bryant, he probably could turn things around once he goes to New England.
everybody still talks about that play in the playoffs between the Packers and Cowboys. Everybody still thinks that Des Bryant got the touchdown, but
That is what changed his career around. It seemed.
Hey Matt, I'll be right back just a second, okay? So keep
All
going.
right. Yeah, I think that sign with the Cowboys with Alan Hearns though, that was a good sign for them. I'm surprised Dallas finally made a move. It took them a while to make a move in free agency. But it's going to be pretty interesting to see once the draft comes around. I'm kind of disappointed though because the draft's always this late. I mean, we've seen the combine. We do want to see the draft a little bit early. I think the draft should be honestly in April. Blunt, yeah, LeGarrette Blunt's a good signing for the Lions. I'm sick of fans always making excuses for him. I mean, would you be pissed though, Ferris, though, if Des Bryant did end up playing better if he was on New England or somewhere? I mean, you would be pissed if you saw that. Yeah, sucked since he got paid 3 years ago. He can't get open. Yeah, maybe I don't know. Yeah, but Blunt could be good use and you good use for those short yardage when you need it. Maybe Des Bryant's just trying to piss Ferris off. That's all it is. He's just trying to piss you off, Ferris. Once he goes to New England or somewhere, he'll play better. Yeah, I think the Cowboys will address that somewhere in the draft.
Oh wow, did the Lions get Blount?
Yeah, they
LeGarrette
got they got LeGarrette Blunt, but Blunt is only
Blount?
a short guy, I guess. Apparently, according to three. But like I said, though, when you need an extra, like when you need 2 or 3 yards, you could get 2 or 3 yards from LeGarrette Blunt.
You know what's cool about? Yeah, I mean, he wasn't really the number one. Like if you saw in the Super Bowl with the Eagles, I mean, he wasn't the number one running back for Philly,
He
but
was,
he was
yeah,
always good for short yardage situations. So I agree with 313 on that one because you know he's a short yard guy. I just wish that the Lions still had Megatron. You know, I wonder if Megatron all I wonder if Megatron regrets retiring now the way he did, knowing knowing that the Lions are kind of getting better and better.
yeah. I mean, he regretted it when the Lions went to the playoffs that year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I bet you did.
Cowboys should do it.
From what I'm hearing, the Titans are interested in a middle linebacker or a pass rusher
Hmm.
in the first round of draft because Brian Arakpo and Derek Morgan are going to be free agents after this coming season, and we know Arakpo is getting up there in age, and Derek Morgan is sometimes could be injury prone. So we have
I think Ferris already knows the truth already, but I'll tell him again. But I don't think the Cowboys will ever go back to the Super Bowl until Jerry Jones dies.
you know, I mean, I will say this though. The one thing about the Cowboys I really do like is I think Ezekiel Elliott has become that second.
Yeah.
I mean, he has a tendency, and I know I'm about to make a bold statement, but if he stays healthy and stays out of trouble, Ezekiel Elliott has a chance to be even better than Emmitt Smith. And that's hard for me to say, but I'll go out, I'll throw out a limb there. And no, I'm not smoking crack either, people. I'm just saying, you know, I think he has a tendency to possibly be better than Emmitt Smith when his career is over.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
yeah. Calvin Johnson did leave because of the Fords and the ownership of the Lions. Yeah, I can see that.
yeah, I guess that when it comes to something like that, and Jason Garrett as our head coach. Yeah,
You
you
know,
guys gotta get,
yeah, I
but
can agree with that.
it's never gonna happen until Jerry Jones is long gone. That's never gonna happen because Jerry Jones likes Jason Garrett so much.
You know, has anyone heard from Chris Collinsworth? I mean, has people in Philly not killed him yet?
Yeah,
I mean, when I watched that Super Bowl, man, he was. I have never saw so much ass kissing for New England more in my life. I mean, like he probably knows what New England ate for breakfast, lunch, dinner. I mean, I never saw so much ass licking in my life.
What's interesting about this free agency is that we've seen a lot more action in this free agency than we have over the past few years.
The moves that we've seen in free agency has changed the draft board completely.
Yeah, that's why you don't. That's why you don't make mock drafts because of free agency. You got to make them after
Fargo. And you know what's weird is that Fargo had us drafting like some kind of like corner or safety. I'm like, nope, it's not gonna happen.
How are you going to draft a corner when you got Malcolm Butler now?
Exactly. And there's no reason to. And yes, free one for Hitman. I think you guys having Patricia and Quinn now, I think you guys are gonna have a better head coach this time around.
He said, "I know Ferris has been living hell for the past seeing Astros and Eagles win the Super Bowl before he's seen the Cowboys or Rangers win championship."
Well, hey, you know what? You were living in hell like a year before when you saw the Indians lose it.
Hey, I didn't ever expect the Indians to go that far, though. I was surprised. So
Right, yeah. I mean, honestly, the one thing I can say about the Indians is they should stand their ground. They should keep their logo because that logo's been on their hats for.
I guess they're gonna push out and allow the MLB to do whatever they want with them.
See, that's the one thing I hope the Redskins don't do is that they don't chicken out and just be like, and just basically fold up like an accordion.
We forgot about the Redskins, didn't it? The Redskins trade for Alex Smith.
Yeah, they traded for Alex Smith. Now, here's the thing. I forgot, Andrew. I forgot who Fargo had for San Francisco. I'm trying to think about that right now. Actually,
Eric says all my teams are asked. What do you think? What do you think the Mavs? Do you think the Mavs are going to get the first pick, or do you think it's going to be the Suns or Grizzlies?
Oh wow, I think it's going to be.
I hate to say this, Ferris, but you guys might not get the first pick because Suns and Grizzlies are tanking like a motherfucker.
I tell you what, though, the Grizzlies are sucking like a motherfucker. I hate this.
Ferris wants them to win, so that way his team can easily. But that's all. Isn't that decided by like a lottery or something? They don't normally go down to the worst team.
Yeah, they basically go.
Can they just do away with that lottery and just give it to the worst team?
I think the NFL should do that. To be honest with you,
Even does got that scandal to deal with, and the NBA may not reward the Mavericks with the first pick. That's a possibility. They may not reward the Mavericks with that first pick. Mavs won't get it because Cuban admitted the team is tanking. Exactly. So why would you do that if you're an owner? Why would you, even if you are tanking on purpose, why would you come out and say, "Oh yeah, we're tanking"?
the one thing about, I don't understand why they would tank. And honestly, let's talk about the fact that I know we're talking about NFL stuff, but since you're bringing up basketball, Tyronn Lue decided to leave Cleveland as their head coach, and
Because of his health issues, right?
yeah, and honestly, the Cavs made the biggest mistake in the world when you traded away Irving. When you traded Irving for Isaiah Thomas, and then you got rid of Thomas and traded him to LA. Now it's like, I think D Wade's back in Miami, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Honestly, to be honest with that, D Wade, I know he played for Chicago for 1 year. He should have never left Miami. I mean, that's just stupid on his
I
part.
hate to say this, Ferris, but when doesn't your teams ever get screwed over? And they always get screwed over. LeBron, another coach out of town. What a shocker! You know what? To be honest, I told someone this. I said he's a Philadelphia 76ers fan. I told him LeBron, don't be shocked if LeBron ends up going to Philly next year.
Yeah, I agree with them. LeBron's gone after the
He's
season.
got to go. He's got to go to an East team. If he goes to the Western team, it's going to be more competitive for him. Unless he ends up signing with the Warriors, but that would be a shit ton of cap space. The Warriors wouldn't be able to afford him.
I mean, he could sign with an East team, or he could take his talents to the West. But the only problem with taking his talents to the West is you're going to have to go up against the Warriors
Yep.
in a 4-game series.
And I don't think Lonzo Ball is going to do anything for them.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
Not much.
Okay, so
Just
so
back
now
in my hometown for the night.
so now okay now Fargo's on. Andrew Skywalker was asking, who do you have for the 49ers as far as the mock draft goes?
As far as a mock draft go, they could go in a multitude of directions. Let's see here. What did I have them most recently? By the way, is my mic good?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, you're
just making
good.
sure. All right. Honestly, I could see them possibly going with that Florida State defensive back Derwin James. I could possibly see them getting a linebacker like that Virginia Tech kid Jermaine Edmunds.
That's a good player too.
Yeah. He's only 19.
I've seen his game film, man. That kid is a beast for being 19 years old.
Yeah, he's like 6'4" and 250 pounds at 19 years old.
Scary.
It's like he was made in a laboratory or something.
I know Fargo wants to trash the Vikings as much as we did, Kev. So go ahead, Fargo.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck them. They ain't shit.
That's why
Kirk Cousins. You overpaid Kirk Cousins. Oh, and now you're not going to be able to pay your defense.
You know what the funny thing is? They went with the quarterback who hasn't won a playoff game over a quarterback who won them a playoff game. So
Exactly.
isn't that gonna haunt them in the long run? Because they're giving them all this money, that's gonna fuck their cap space up. Their salary
Yeah,
cap.
pretty much.
Hey, we got the Bears who are stupid enough to the Bears who were stupid enough to bring their player back. Because remember, what was that player we were involved in?
It was Kyle Fuller.
Yeah, they were stupid enough to bring back Kyle Fuller because they wanted to match the contract. So they're gonna fuck their cap space up, and then you got the Vikings who want to overpay Kirk Cousins. They think he's the answer.
Honestly, Kirk Cousins is a choke artist.
Isn't he like just a check down quarterback too?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
He's
This
a check down Charlie.
You know, the Vikings fans are all like, "Oh, we're going to the Super Bowl next year."
Oh, here's the thing I said earlier, Fargo. I said that Kirk Cousins, if I was Cousins, I would have went to Denver instead. And the reason why is because the AFC right now is kind of, you don't really have, NFC is stacked right now.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, if you're wanting to go to the playoffs or wanting to go further into the Super Bowl, if you want a chance to go to the Super Bowl, Denver had the good. I mean, Denver has some pieces around that would be good.
All Denver's missing is a quarterback.
Yep.
What I did get Casey Keenum, so
Yeah, we'll see how Case does.
Watch that come back to bite the Vikings in the ass like it always does.
Oh yeah. They're a legacy of failure, just like Urinating Tree says.
you like that? You like that?
Yeah, Casey Keenum. Watch Casey Keenum end up being like the answer. Hey, it's the Vikings' stupidity though. The Vikings are always.
I mean, when you haven't done shit in your whole team's history.
I mean, it's bound to happen.
Exactly.
So
I'm glad.
let me ask you something.
I got a good laugh out of it.
Yeah.
Who do you got the Titans going after now? Now that the Titans have got themselves a corner.
Honestly, I think a wide receiver would be good.
Yeah. And we forgot.
The more weapons Mariota has, the better.
And what's great
about Allen Robinson going to the Bears? I was shocked about that. Why would Allen Robinson go to a team that's always in the basement?
I heard he lived relatively close there.
Yeah,
you know what the funny thing is though now, Fargo, when Kirk Cousins signed with the Vikings, I read a lot of comment sections. Everybody was like, "Oh, the Packers, it's done for the Packers now. The Bears and Vikings are on the horizon."
First of all, the Bears have to do something other than fourth place in the NFC North for anyone to say that they're on the rise. Until they do something, you can't really say that.
Mitch Trubisky as your quarterback, and you think you're going to go places.
Like, people, like, I don't want to bash him too much because he was just a rookie, but the thing is, like, he didn't really impress me that much.
I'm not saying he's a terrible quarterback. I mean, I don't see how special he is. I mean,
yeah,
the way the Bears fans pump him out to be like he's this elite quarterback or something.
Exactly.
Hey, he's another Jim McMahon, people.
I mean, Jim McMahon wasn't even that good.
No, you know what the sad thing is though? The best quarterback, and I know Fargo. I know we always bash him, but their best quarterback has to be Jay Cutler, even though he's thrown so many.
Yeah, that's how bad their history is at quarterback. Like Sid Luckman was their best quarterback in history.
In 1930s or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Crazy.
They're kind of like the Texans and the Browns when it comes to quarterbacks.
Trubisky is basically Alex Smith 2.0.
Hey, Steven Rose, did you hear that, you little fuck bag?
He'll be the best. Bears thinks he'll be the best quarterback in he'll be the best QB in Bears history. Not like that's saying much. Exactly.
Right. Man, I don't hear from Ferris that much anymore. Too busy trolling on Twitter.
Because it's Twitter account suspended.
Oh.
Apparently, you can't say faggot on Twitter, and he said it. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that don't like that word anymore, man.
I mean, I'm not saying like I like the word, but I don't think anyone should get suspended on the internet for it.
No, I don't think so either.
It's just a word.
It's not a word. It's not a word I say, but
I could see if they suspend your account if you harass someone on Twitter, but I don't see why you.
Yeah.
Why
definitely.
Actually, Matt, when we were talking about Ndamukong Suh, I actually don't want Suh here in Tennessee, and I tell you why. Being partially also a Packers fan too because of family, I still can't forgive what he did to Aaron Rodgers.
Oh yeah, when he stepped on his calf.
Yeah, so I'm just like, the Titans are building a nice young, they're building a nice young team here, and the last thing we need is a fucking troublemaker like that.
Man, there is this player out of Georgia, Lorenzo Carter, who has been blowing it up this offseason.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's a beast. Like, when he does pass rush, he's a monster. Like, I watched him in his game against Notre Dame, and Notre Dame has some really good offensive linemen coming into this draft. Oh, he was fantastic against them. He's like 6'7" and like 250 pounds too.
Well, so let me ask you guys, how do you think the Texans are going to do now that they picked up a pretty good free safety against the Cardinals and with Deshaun Watson coming back from that ACL?
Hard to say.
I don't know. We got to wait and see what Deshaun Watson does.
Yeah.
I mean, just because he had that good season and then he got injured doesn't mean he's bound to repeat it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I think it's gonna, to be honest with you, I think it's gonna come down to us and the Jags again, and I that's what I.
Almost like that whole. It's almost like that whole. Dak
I don't know
Prescott.
why. I have no idea why the Jaguars re-signed Blake Bortles.
I don't either. I was saying that earlier. I was like, I have no idea why they were re-signed Blake Bortles when they could have tried their hands at Casey Keenum. I would have rather had Keenum.
They could have gotten one of the quarterbacks in this draft. They could have gotten a Lamar Jackson.
The Texans should win the South. Are you smoking crack, Hitman? I mean, good God Almighty!
I don't know, Kev. The Titans might not win the South because that guy got that tattoo again.
Yeah, don't remind me. I follow him on Twitter. I called him a fucking moron for what he did last time. Yeah, they got that tattoo. What's weird was, Fargo, he got this tattoo that said 2017 AFC South champs. But now he's redone it, and now he's got 2018 on there. And I'm like, you're the reason why we didn't win it last year, you little bastard. I mean,
right.
I'm like, don't ever jinx a team like that. In football, it's all about, it might be physical, but it's all mental.
Yep.
Now, let me ask you this, Fargo. I asked Matt this. If you were the GM of the Packers, would you have kept Cobb or would you have kept Jordy Nelson?
Hard to say. Like, I kind of saw it going either way, but I know what our GM was doing. He was going with youth over Jordy because Cobb is younger.
I was thinking also that we got rid of Jordy because we gave Cobb that max contract.
Well, Jordy had a huge contract too.
Yeah,
it was one or the other.
We probably
I still think that it's possible that we still cut Cobb too.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy Graham is going to fit in better with Aaron Rodgers than he did with Russell Wilson.
Oh yeah, Seattle misused him.
Yeah, most definitely. They definitely misused him.
They tried to make him a blocking tight end when that's just not who he is.
And come to find out, Marcellus Bennett is going to be re-signing with the Patriots. So
I heard he was retiring.
Or they're talking to him about coming back. So we'll see.
I got a news report from my NFL app saying he's retiring.
Oh, well, guess what? Maybe he might retire and live in Wisconsin. I don't know. Maybe.
Oh, fuck him. The Bennett brothers are the biggest pieces of shit.
Yeah, I actually heard what Michael Bennett did to that old man, and I think he did it at the Super Bowl. It was an old lady. Oh, old lady. Wow, shit. Even worse.
Yeah.
And now he's a Philadelphia Eagle.
Well, maybe if they even want him, you know.
Yeah. So let's see. Ferris says the Cowboys are going to sweep the AFC South just like in 2014. Dak Prescott proved that he was a fucking fluke last year, in my opinion. But that's just throwing it out there.
I mean, that's a sophomore slump. Possibly.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I think the Cowboys just have to get rid of their head coach. Jason Garrett's, I think, is the one that's holding them down. But then again, Jerry Jones is the other ass bag that's holding them down.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, I mean, I think with Green Bay, I think the thing with them is when I look at them in the draft, they have to find somebody who's going to play next to Clay Matthews, because Clay Matthews is what, 32 now?
Yeah, and the thing is, the edge rusher class here is kind of weaker than I'd like it to be. I think we're going to go corner because, I mean, our two best corners now are Kevin King and Tramon Williams. We need to get some more corners.
I still think we could get Joshua Jackson at 14. But
I wouldn't mind that at all. He's one of my favorite players in this whole draft.
I mean, Tramon Williams, I mean, he's not the long-term future for us.
No, he's not. But actually, fun fact, Pro Football Focus had him as the 9th best corner in 2017 when he was with Arizona.
Yes, that's true, but like I said, he's up there in age, though.
Yeah, of course. I'm just saying people are saying I'm just saying people are saying this is a bad signing, but he's not as bad as people think.
Honestly, I think we've done a lot more with the new GM. What's his name? Gutekunst? What's his name?
Gutekunst. Brian Gutekunst.
Brian Gutekunst. I think we've done a lot more with him than we ever have with Ted Thompson over the past few years.
Yeah, but we need Ted Thompson to bring in some, like, don't get me wrong. It was like, it's like Ted didn't do that much. Like, but when he did do something, like, he did a good job. He brought in Peppers. He brought in Charles Woodson.
Yeah.
Like, he's a beast. Well, he was a beast back in the day.
If you guys were representing, if y'all were representing Larry Fitzgerald, would you tell him to ask for a trade to go to a contender or stay with Arizona?
Apparently, he says he wants to stay in Arizona, which I don't know why, because unless they trade up, they're screwed at the quarterback position. Absolutely screwed.
That's horrible.
No kidding.
I mean, honestly, if I was Fitzgerald, I would go somewhere. I would go somewhere where I know I can at least get one Super Bowl ring before I hang it up.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe Fitzgerald may change his mind. Though. Maybe he'll think, well, maybe I want to win, so maybe he'll change his mind.
Yeah, but he doesn't have much left, and he's been loyal for so long. You know.
I mean, we'll see.
Larry Fitzgerald is like the Sting of football.
Yeah.
He's been such a loyal guy. He waits so long to do anything. I actually think Fitzgerald could fit in perfectly with a team like you guys. I think another team like the Saints.
I'm sure he would love to play with a guy like Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. Who the hell wouldn't want to play for Aaron Rodgers?
Apparently not Martell. Well, Martellus Bennett did. He just didn't want to play with Brett Hundley because he's a crybaby.
Yeah.
And he still lost the Super Bowl.
Well, technically he was on IR. He was on injured reserve.
CPG, what's up?
Is he in here?
Yeah, CPG's in the chats now.
Oh, I thought he was in the hangout.
No, he's in the chats. The Cam Newton lover.
Part of me wants to go see Black Panther again. That movie was so good.
Unfortunately, I have not seen it yet, but I will.
So good. It's my favorite Marvel movie.
Oh yeah, Kev. Did you hear about the breaking news that the legend in the TDC Athletic Dashy is going to retire after this year?
Oh, Douchey's going to retire?
Yeah, it's like, God damn.
Athletic Dashy here, and I represent the Cincinnati Bengals.
Yeah, he's apparently he wants an interview pretty soon after Easter, I guess he said.
Oh, I'll definitely be catching that.
So we're gonna finally get inside the mind of Athletic Dashing and why he's retiring after this year.
Right.
Hey, you saw what happened. You saw what happened when you did the Michael Rand interview on Facebook. I kind of ruined that one actually. So.
Well, because of his little thing going on.
His BDSM, yep.
I'm sure Athletic Dashy will go out a champion though, because in an alternative universe, I guess the Cincinnati Bengals will be the Super Bowl champs.
Shut the fuck up, Ferris.
Romy Rance is my daddy.
That was the
I still don't understand why he did that, because like he didn't have to do it. Like basically the bet offset.
That was the funniest shit ever, though.
It was a tie. Yeah, I agree with Ogden. He didn't have to do it, but he was such a ass.
Hey, Fargo, you should have did a bet with Dashy last season again.
Oh man, I should have.
You know what's going to happen, guys? Now that he was going to retire after this season, watch the Cincinnati Bengals start winning.
I love what's Eagle Speed's impression of him. It's funny as hell. He just goes "Nyeh, nyeh, 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 nyeh."
Now, Fargo, we forgot to tell you this actually. For the FWF group, some of y'all that don't know, that's used to be the TTC Wrestling. Now that's on Facebook. For some of you who do want to join, just basically call on the hotline at 1999. Never mind. The one thing I wanted to tell everybody is that Matt Ogden came up with the greatest match for Dashi to do. Dashi has to fight Rikishi and get the stink face in order to get a hardcore title match.
I know when the match is going. I know. I also said he has to suck Rikishi's fart for at least 10 seconds. So he gave Rikishi a pretty good meal, so he could let one rip for Dashi, right?
Chili dogs on that one.
Chili dogs and some beans on the side.
Some rotten eggs, maybe.
Oh God, Dashi's gonna be. Hey, I told that. Hey, I guess you might as well ask Dash. You better ask Pete Rose how it felt to taste Rikishi's ass.
Dashi. Here's the thing about Dashi with this whole situation was I remember last year when they had the Stanley Cup. He was trying to do a bet with me on the NHL, and I'm sitting there thinking, dude, I'm not a part of the TTC version of NHL. What the hell are you talking about?
No one is. No one is. Like, everyone just cares about the football TTC.
Yeah. I'm like,
Dashi has his own NHL TTC, and he's trash talking against imaginary people.
Exactly.
Dashi versus Eugene from WWE. Actually, I think I have a perfect opponent for Dashi. Matt, what would you think of Dashi versus Camel Toes? The winner sucks apart.
The winner sucks. You know what would have been funny?
He always does say "suck a fart."
You know what would have been funny if we would have got Rain. When Rain was in FW, we would have had Rain suck Rikishi's fart.
Rain Foster.
Damn it.
We forgot about that. We put him in so many matches, humiliating him.
You know, I actually think Dashi should go back and wearing that. You remember, guys, in TTC Wrestling when Dashi was wearing he was wearing like the tiger print underwear. I think he needs to go back to that.
Oh my God! Weren't you gonna have Joseph Tinney and Steven Rose wear like pom poms and like cheerleader outfits? Yeah. Oh man, I would have died laughing at that intro.
Dashi, though, actually, him and Sletta would make a good tag team.
No, you need to make Dashi come out to the My Little Pony theme song.
Oh yeah, because he does love My Little Pony.
He does love him. Wow, okay, that's a little disturbing.
Hey, a lot of grown people like it for some reason.
There's grown men that like Pokemon for some reason.
Hey, don't be hating on Pokemon now. I still play.
I'm just saying that one dude. I mean, I'm just saying it is kind of creepy though that Rain likes that one girl from.
Oh yeah, that one girl from his profile picture is her.
Does he have a naked poster up on his wall with her?
I'm wondering if he thinks he is her.
That is kind of creepy though when you have a crush on. I mean, I understand, but I'm saying like, God damn, to have her as a profile pic.
People on the internet are weird.
Oh my God.
So Andrew Skywalker.
Something about like Kev, didn't you find a video of him dancing half naked on camera or something?
Who? Which one?
Didn't you find a video of Rain dancing half naked or something?
Yes, I did.
What the fuck?
Yeah, he was dancing for some guys in NASCAR or something. He stripped and danced on.
I have to send you the video, Fargo. So but if I send it to you, I gotta make sure you're not eating at that moment. Then I can send it.
Don't eat.
Nah, I just ate before I got home.
Oh my gosh. It was just one of those things where he was actually dancing in front of the webcam, and then all of a sudden he looks like he was about to strip. And when he was about to strip, he fell down. It was just hilarious. Oh, so Andrew Skywalker said that Stephen Rose should come out to Thunderstruck by AC/DC because it's his intro. No, Stephen Rose does not get AC/DC. He's not important to get AC/DC.
Dude, my intro was fantastic for WrestleMania.
It fit your character really well too. It was awesome actually. And Fargo looked like he was even more bigger with the new outfit on. I was like, oh, the hell?
No, I love when you were like, what the hell? Like when the music first started playing.
Yeah. Hey, Matt Ogden, you think you would like to do a commentary again?
I don't know. I think you and Austin, I know they would have a good old time.
Would Bruin still be okay with that?
No, I don't think Bruin still has any saying what his dad does.
Hey guys,
Hey, guys.
Hey guys, about my martinis.
Dude, martinis aren't even that good. I had one the other day.
You know what? Oh, we forgot to mention about Dashies how Red Zapaleo is the hardest alcohol out there.
Oh my god, I could not believe that shit.
You got wasted off what? 6 Red Zapaleos? I got wasted off 6 Red Zapaleos.
He got drunk off of 6 Red Apple Hills.
Yeah, Red Zapaleos. Red Zapaleos.
Those, I don't even like those. Like, they don't taste good.
Are they that? Can you really get drunk off of? I mean, I guess he must.
No.
His body cannot. His body can't handle.
Then again, it takes a lot to get me drunk because I'm just that big of a dude. So.
Well, I mean, honestly, I think if he was drinking some shots straight up, then yeah, I can see why Dashy would be.
You don't take shots of Red Zapaleo, though.
Yeah, you don't. No.
Like, honestly.
Oh wow! So they're actually calling Tyson a bitch on here.
Dude, he deleted his whole account after losing. Like,
yeah, I saw the video where he basically, like, he didn't want to take that, and all of a sudden Desert Eagle's like, "Let me tell you something, bitch."
Hey, he deleted his channel because he can't handle the truth that the Patriots got exposed.
Patriots did get exposed.
Hey,
yeah.
They got beat by Nick Foles.
If the Eagles can blow the hell out of the damn Vikings, who had the number 1 ranked defense that year, they could definitely beat the Patriots.
No kidding.
Eagles fans are unbearable. Don't blame him.
Hey, wait a minute. My wife's an Eagles fan and a Packers fan, so she's not unbearable. But I will say, though, the times I've been in Philly a few times, there was one incident when we went there that they were playing the Cowboys, and I saw a Cowboys fan get mugged pretty badly. So
fans, they threw snowballs at Santa Claus. Remember that?
Yeah, they did throw snowballs at Santa. They cheered when Michael Irvin, I think, hurt his neck. And didn't they do something to Green Bay's bus once or something? Or
I don't remember that.
no,
you talk about the Vikings.
Oh yeah, it was the Vikings because Randy Moss
or something.
Yeah, Randy Moss did that moon to you guys.
Honestly, Vikings fans are unbearable.
Yeah, Vikings fans are unbearable. Bears Vikings fans are unbearable.
Astario looks like a Muppet.
Stario, I don't even know if he knows how to talk.
Hi guys, it's me, Stario.
Yeah, man. Yo, man, it's me.
It's me, Stario, and we lost the game today, and
like
it was straight up embarrassing.
We should bring back Stario.
I should. Maybe I should bring back Judah Tribe too.
Why don't you bring out Judah Tribe and Stario back and have them get the stink face from Rikishi?
The stink face.
Hey, I think there should be a an Arambe versus Judah Tribe too.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, what's up with Judah Tribe though? I know he was talking mad shit about the Eagles, saying how they're ringless. Now you can't say nothing anymore. Now,
yeah, he hasn't even made a video since then. I don't think.
Hey, the Eagles will win more Super Bowls than the Bears will win their next. The Eagles will win another Super Bowl before the Bears win another one.
Exactly. Like I legitimately don't think he's made a video since.
Like Ferris said, they threw beer bottles at the Vikings team bus.
Okay.
Well, here's the one thing you got to understand about people in Wisconsin, and I know this because I have family in Wisconsin. They like to drink. So,
yep.
And
that is true.
And when the Packers came here like 2 years ago, I had a buddy working downtown, and he told me that those Packer fans took all the beer basically here in Nashville. So.
Our fan base may drink, but at least we're respectful. Yeah. We're not like Vikings. We're not like Vikings fans.
But if I'm Chris Collinsworth, I don't call a game in Philadelphia this year if I'm him.
True. He was so biased that whole game.
Like he was sucking Tom Brady's dick on the side. That's why.
I never saw somebody suck New England's asshole so much in my life. Like, well, that's not really a touchdown. That's not a touchdown. That's not there. That's what they're doing.
It's ridiculous.
And don't even get me started with Joe Buck and Troy Aikman either.
Oh, you mean Beavis and Butthead?
Yeah. Hey, Butthead. Hey, when I used to play football.
So what, Farg? You think this is the year we get that first win in Vikings' new stadium?
I think so.
You think there's a possibility we could sweep?
Possibility, yes. Guarantee, no.
You got to see how that defense is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but there's one thing you guys know for sure: you're going to sweep the Chicago Bears.
Oh yeah.
Care Bears always get swept by the Packers. I know Judy Tribe will come up with some idiotic video talking about how the Packers suck and stuff like that, and he'll say, "Oh, even though you still swept us, I still hate you, Pack-Tards," and stuff like that. But just remember who owns you in the all-time record now.
Yeah, exactly.
And you remember what's funny about the whole Judy Tribe thing? I remember when I did that whole hate week with him. All he had to do was like, "You're from Tennessee. You're from Tennessee. You're a hillbilly." I'm like, "That's all you got." And you look like fucking Predator, and you look like the fucking Planet of the Apes. But I mean,
God damn. When you hit him with the Planet of the Apes shit, I was like, oh, god damn.
Judy Tribe looks like Predator and Whoopi Goldberg had a baby together.
Yeah, I remember that one. That's exactly what I said. And Judah Tribe really couldn't come back with anything else after that. Actually, I remember what it was. It was the Judah Tribe family portrait.
Judah Tribe says the same old shit all the time. He always says something about, "Oh, your team sucks," and how like he'll talk about like teams like the Eagles will say, "Oh, your team's ringless" and stuff like that. And then he'll talk about like teams like the Steelers and stuff like saying how, "Oh, they cheat" or something.
You know what was actually golden, Matt, was actually your eulogy of Judah Tribe's death. That was actually really nice.
Judah Tribe, you got to stop living in the past, my friend. 1985, it's over.
I don't even know if he was alive back then.
I don't even think he was swimming in his daddy's nutsack.
Judas Tribe, you're the reason why. You're the reason why that Harambe is not around anymore. I blame you.
He was the little kid.
Yeah, he was.
Judah Tribe.
Judah Tribe.
Man.
Oh my God! Like Fargo. I'm not gonna lie, man. When you were saying that stuff about Bryant's mustache, I was cracking up earlier. I tried not to say anything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shake that. He's like, look, this is how real men grow a beard. Did you guys even notice the song that I gave to Bryant?
No.
Oh yeah. Oh mustache. Oh mustache. Man, I forgot that song even existed.
Well, what because I was trying to figure out what to give him, and I found this one mustache song, and then Melissa was like, "No," was like, "Why don't you give him the one from the Million Ways to Die in the West?" I was like, "Oh shit." I was like, "Yeah, why not?" Oh mustache. Oh mustache.
The only part I remember from that movie was when Neil Patrick Harris kept throwing up and shit.
Oh, he wasn't throwing up; he was shitting in people's.
Oh yeah, he was shitting in people's hats. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you know what, Fargo, though? I think once the Packers get more cap space in the near future, I think Gutekunst will make more.
Yeah, Gutekunst will be a beast.
Gutekunst, he'll make more signings because he's proven he's not willing to. He's willing to spend money to get players in here.
Yeah.
Judah Tribe is still alive. DDC Battle says Judah Tribe is still alive. Question marks. He's asking if Judah Tribe is still alive. I don't even know if he is still alive.
Shut the fuck up, Ferris.
For all I know, Judah Tribe's living in a bear cave with his bear buddies.
If you guys ever follow the old school wrestling, Judah Tribe doesn't want to admit this, but his dad's Kamala.
Kamala.
God damn.
He's a Jaiso, bro. But I'll tell you this, though, about Judah Tribe. If he is still alive, if he's still wearing that Bears uniform, if he's still wearing that old Bears hat from 2002.
Oh, my God.
You know what, though, Nick, though? I mean, I don't like the Bears, but I think that Josh, what's that dude's name? Josh Boy?
Yeah.
I think he's a hell of a way. He represents the Bears way better than Judah Tribe does.
Yeah. So I'm reading this report right now. Apparently, Cowboys will presumably release Dez Bryant after that Allen Hurns signing. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that was rumors that Dez
How funny would it be, Nick? I know it won't happen, but how funny would it be if he'd signed with us?
Oh, man. He wouldn't want to sign with us.
But wouldn't it be funny, though, if he did sign with us after what we did?
It would.
He would have Green Bay.
Have a better season under Aaron Rodgers than he would with Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just sucking because he wants to piss Ferris off.
Maybe.
Ferris, every team seems to, I guess, because Ferris is a fan of them, I guess every team likes to piss Ferris off.
You want to know what's about Ferris, though? Ferris had the best theme song in the EFAB. Fucking.
I mean, that's his favorite wrestler, though, Muhammad Hassan.
Yeah.
Not surprised.
True.
I tried to get Bryant to come in here, but he didn't want to.
Bryant's too upset because he lost to Fargo.
Yeah.
Hey, just remember, Kev, 2-0. Pack attack at WrestleMania.
No, actually, I just realized something. Fargo, you actually are 2-0 at WrestleMania.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that came to me. Yeah, that came to me. I was like, wait, what the hell?
Yep.
Me and Fargo are the only two undefeated guys left at WrestleMania. Now, I wasn't planning to win mine. I just like to do a CPU, and I was like, My goal is to make sure Minor didn't win.
Would you have just ran it back like a million times if you would have lost a million times to him?
There was I'm not gonna lie. There was one time Minor did win, but I basically replayed it. I was like, nope. I just hate when people bitch, and when you bitch about something, it makes me not want you to win.
Yeah. I want a championship. No, I want a championship.
I want an imaginary title. That's basically what they're saying.
Pretty much.
It's not like it's a real thing.
Yeah.
It's off a video game. Remember when Rain was complaining about that? He's like, I want to be the champion.
Yeah, I remember when I first won that belt from you. Finally, he was like, "Can I beat you?" I'm like, "No, I just won the belt, you ass bag." And then he was like, "Oh well, can I beat a higher power?" Or hey, could I be this person? I'm like, "No, hell no." And then he ran his mouth too much, and then Roby Red's got a hold of him.
Roby Red beat his ass.
Man, Roby was salty as hell when the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know he was.
He didn't congratulate anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was disappointed in him, actually, low key.
You know what's weird? You know what's weird though is that even if the Texans would have won the Super Bowl, I still would have congratulated Steven and Joseph.
Yeah.
That's would have been like, you fucking suck. But
would have pained me to say, but I mean, if the Vikings would have found a way to win the Super Bowl, I would have to have no choice but to congratulate them.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to be a good sport. I mean, I'm not gonna say, "Oh, fuck your team." I mean, I hate the Vikings that much, but I mean, they earned it if they won it. But thank God they didn't win it,
Right.
because then I would have to congratulate them.
Speaking of movies, I'm looking forward to seeing this. Have you guys seen I don't know, hey Fargo, have you seen the last trailer of Avengers? The last one?
Yeah, man, that looks amazing.
Oh my god!
You got to see Black Panther first, though.
Well, you know what's weird is that me and Mel saw that, and I was like, I want to see this movie now. Like,
It'll make. I'm sure it's gonna make a lot more sense if you see Black Panther first, because there's an after credits scene that kind of leads up to it.
Paris says NFC East hate is different from other divisions.
yeah,
I think that's
I
a dick.
Man, we need to get Ferris in here. He hasn't been in a hangout in forever.
I did send him the link. Hey Ferris, you got to stop saying faggot on Twitter. I know it's your favorite word, but you got to stop saying it. You're gonna get your account. It's gonna be expelled.
It's gonna be expelled from school.
Yeah, that's why his account keeps getting suspended, because he keeps saying that word.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think you would learn your lesson after the first try,
right?
if you don't want to call them faggots, then maybe you could try calling them fudge packers. And if you can't get away with that, then call them jabronis.
Or just spell faggot a different way. That way they don't know it's spelled that way.
Spell it the way Eagle Speed says it. Like there's an I before the T instead of an O.
Yeah.
Have you guys noticed how Eagle Speed says it?
Oh my god, dude! I mean, like, I had to leave his Madden tournament because not only did he kind of fuck me over in the draft, but at the same time he just kept messaging, and he spelled faggot wrong, and I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah.
They're spelling it right now. Faggy. You remember, I still have to say one of the best TTC wrestling tag teams we had was Slita, and no one never understood who that Batman was. That was with the Batman Beyond one.
Oh yeah.
That was supposed to be Preston Fox.
Oh yeah. Damn.
Yeah, but I mean, he just never came out with it more. And Camel Toes looked perfect with all those cuts in his face.
Oh man.
Wow.
He takes a beating with that joke.
And then I remember that time we put camel toes with Jesus. That was hilarious.
Oh yeah, best tag team ever.
Yeah, actually, you know what? I stand corrected. That's the best tag team ever.
Yeah.
Then we had Fargo dressing like Batman for a little bit.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Now I'm dressing like Thor.
But you know what's cool though is that I actually like the way I did with your outfit because I was like, what could I do with it? And I was like,
Yeah.
I gotta make it somewhat still Packer related, but something. I even changed your hair too. It's like, oh, look at this. Even Matt Ogden got a little bit of a different look now to him.
Right.
Yeah. So what, Fargo? Do you have the Browns taking quarterback first, or you have them taking that running back out of Penn State?
I have them taking the. I'm having them taking the. Apparently it's rumored that Darnold is going to be the pick. Sam Darnold from USC.
Yeah.
Apparently that's the rumor.
Hmm.
So we'll see.
I mean, they would be crazy to pass up on Barkley, though.
Yeah.
I mean, because they got that fourth pick, they could draft a quarterback with that. Just draft whatever the best quarterback is left on the board.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think the Jets would draft Darnold, and I don't know if the Giants would either.
Right.
So
if you kids in the draft, if you never make it to the NFL, there's always the XFL in 2020.
Oh my God, the XFL.
I think there's another football league coming too. I heard that on the radio earlier that someone's going to create one next year right after the Super Bowl.
Interesting.
I'm like, wow, it's going to be like 3 football leagues now.
It's never going to compare to the NFL. Even if the NFL is, it's never going to compare to the NFL regardless of what league comes in.
How's y'all's guys' March Madness brackets looking? Because mine looks like shit.
Fucked up.
Yeah, mine looks shit too. It's horrible.
Who would have thought UMBC would beat Virginia?
Right.
Oh my God, that's the first time ever in the history of the bracket.
I was so pissed off when that happened.
Virginia's going to take a lot of heat now. Virginia's going to always have to go around. All the players are going to have to go around hearing that all the time. You guys lost to the 16th seed.
No kidding.
Yeah, I think Kev said he's had to get off soon. Yeah, but
I'm probably gonna join Tekken's hangout once Kev leaves, though.
All right.
Oh man. Oh, Matt, get this for my lineup in Madden in my 3rd year of franchise.
Yeah.
Okay. I got Amari Cooper as one of my receivers. I got Devontae Adams, Randall Cobb, and Amari Cooper.
Wow.
And I got Cameron Braid at tight end.
Wow.
Seriously, make me the GM of this team.
Is that what you've been practicing on being GM for the Packers?
Yeah, man.
Matty just been playing Madden franchise mode, just be GM.
Yeah, man. That's the ticket. I got to scout corners, though.
Tim Duncan actually commented on my page.
What?
Some soccer account with Tim Duncan commented.
Damn. Tim Duncan?
Tim Duncan.
The Tim Duncan? Oh, my Lord.
How's retirement for you now? How's retirement been treating you?
Probably better than life is treating Kawhi Leonard right now.
Hey, the Spurs may end up missing the playoffs for the first time in like a long time.
I know.
I hate to say this, and I know a lot of my family is Cavs fans. I hate to tell them this, but the Cavs aren't going to the finals this year.
No. In fact, I think the Pacers might be even better than them.
Wouldn't it be shocking? I mean, I would be shocked if the Pacers did go to the finals, though. That'd be surprising.
Dude, Victor Oladipo is a freaking monster.
What team do you think goes to the finals then? The
Celtics, yeah, Celtics.
Get that ass beat against the Warriors?
Yeah. Who's next to get their ass kicked by the Warriors? Because we all know who's winning.
Yep.
Except, actually, the Rockets have been doing pretty good.
Yeah, the Rockets though, they got that. Looks like they got that choke gene in them though.
Yeah.
They look like the type of team that would choke away. They'll go all the way to the Western Conference Finals and lose to the Warriors.
True.
Yeah, but LeBron's definitely leaving Cleveland after this year.
Yeah, he definitely is. I don't see any other way he stays.
Yeah, he's not staying. I'd be shocked if he did.
Yeah, no kidding. I heard he's going to the Lakers.
The Lakers, what's there in LA?
Lonzo.
I still think it's funny
That's a joke.
How his dad thinks that he can beat Jordan in a one-on-one. But I saw his highlights like a few days ago. I was like, yeah, this dude definitely can beat Jordan one-on-one. Oh my God, he looked horrendous. They had a clip of when he on the highlights where like he made a basket, but the buzzer beater went out. It was like, yeah, you made a basket after the game's over. And it's like they didn't even care if he made the basket because the game was already over. They're like, okay, go ahead. His son's going to be – Lonzo Ball's going to be a bust.
He already is, in my opinion.
I mean, he's going to go downhill. I mean, there's nowhere going up.
Exactly.
So I bet you the 76ers were lucky they drafted Ben Simmons over him.
Right.
Could you imagine if they drafted Lonzo Ball? Who's the first? But that's because LeVar Ball wanted Lonzo to go to LA.
Right.
He did the 76ers a favor. 76ers didn't draft the bust.
Right.
But then again, though, if the 76ers end up getting LeBron, though, they might trade Simmons. Because they're the same position.
Yeah.
So I'm sure the 76ers would take that, though. Wouldn't you would take the best player on your team, like LeBron. You'd be honored to have LeBron on your team. And then,
yeah, I would be. I mean,
I know a lot of people hate LeBron.
I still say Jordan's the GOAT, but
yeah, Jordan's the GOAT. I'm just saying, though, you wouldn't pass on signing LeBron, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't. If he wants to come to Indiana, yeah, go ahead.
I mean, I'm not saying he's the GOAT, but I mean, I would love him on my team.
Exactly.
I mean, my Miami Heat ended up using him, but at least we won 2 championships with him.
Yeah.
How much of a bitch move would it be though if LeBron would say, "Oh, I'm going to sacrifice money. I'm going to sign with the Warriors"?
Oh man, I wouldn't even watch the NBA anymore.
Oh my God, it'd be like this Super Justice League team.
Like I would stop watching the NBA forever.
Oh my God, LeBron, KD on the same team.
Right.
Jesus Christ. And then you got Stephen Curry, and then Klay Thompson. Oh my God, that's like a super team or something. That's
that's exactly what it is.
With the NBA, it doesn't seem like the NBA would care if LeBron would go there because they wouldn't care, it seems, because they haven't done anything before when something like that happened.
Right.
There's not enough competition in the NBA, to be honest.
There really isn't, and that's sad.
It's always the same teams: Warriors, Cavs. Just those teams over the past 3 years.
Yep.
If it's Cavs and Warriors again, I'm not watching the finals.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, same fucking matchup. Oh my god.
All right. Well, I think I'm gonna join Tekken's Hangout. If you want, I can send you the link.
All right.
All right. Check
All
you
right.
there.